Jiggler Bacon, do you realize that John Cena only has 4 appearances left?
Wow, Scott Narver, only 4 appearances left for John Cena, but that's in WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because everybody knows that once you leave WWE, you have to go and do 25 years in AEW.
Yep, that's how wrestling works now.
Well, I mean, unless it was in the early 2000s, then it'd be TNA.
Yeah. Thank God those days are long gone.
John Cena, 4 to go today on Pro Wrestling Palskis. Record. Check 1 2. Alrighty. Here we go. Hey, Scott Narver.
Hey, Jiggler Bacon.
Hello to everybody out there joining us for another episode of PWP, especially those joining us in the live stream. If you'd like to tune in and watch these instead of just listen to them and interact with us and tell us how stupid and dumb and wrong and ugly we are, you can do that. It's
if
just
you
$5 a month.
Want to just, if you're outside and you're like, oh man, it's hot, or oh man, it's cold, you just want to just bathe in the stream that we give you live. Just get washed on over. You got to jump in. Get hit by that stream.
I feel like what you're saying is dirty, but it also kind of tracks, so I'm okay with it. Must acknowledge our current PWP champ, Tony Griggs. Only 2 more chances to have your name thrown into the big end of year championship giveaway. And the only way that you can do that is by winning the Championship Battle Royal, the first episode of each month. Head on over to patreon.com/PWPalskis to find out more. Alex Pierce says hi in the chat. Alex, you got to let me know whether or not it sounds nice to you level-wise, because I had to unplug and redo a bunch of microphone stuff.
He's in on the beginning, so we ain't got to start over for shit.
I feel like... No, he's going to want us to rush to the end now. Oh. Could you end earlier? Sounds lovely.
Thanks for being a Patreon Palski, Alex Pierce.
Thank you very much. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Jake.
We did it.
Surreal times.
It's
almost the time for the witching hour.
5:14 on a Monday. It's time for Monday Night Raw, I think. We're just not watching it. I think it's happening right now.
No, I don't know what service I need to have now in order to watch Raw. Forget it. Too complicated.
I think you need a prescription to CISO to watch.
I got a lot of prescriptions here in this house. I don't have that one.
Did I say prescription instead of subscription, or are you pretending like I did? I often misspeak.
All I hear is prescription these days. So who has a subscription anymore? That's not a thing. Why not just combine the two? Are they really that different? A prescription and a subscription?
Yeah, because one is one someone tasks you with, easy for me to say, and one you task yourself with.
What? That's not true.
I'm going to subscribe to this versus like you are prescribed this.
No, don't you remember? Like, no, there used to be people that would come to your house.
Doesn't
and
matter
say,
how
like,
the end of it is.
You need to subscribe to these magazines that I'm selling from door to door.
Listen,
that's a prescription in your book.
Sure. Some things, I guess, as a Venn diagram with a little piece of a circle in the middle.
Sure.
Look at my unsightly seam.
I can see a crack.
You can see the crack of my seam on my lovely floral
Now,
curtains.
why are those curtains, why don't they have gold dust on them?
I don't understand your question.
Like just the pictures of gold dust all over them. Why flowers when you're inside?
Because I'd rather be outside and I don't really want to look at gold dust ever.
Why not?
Because he
used to be in your Broadway.
I know. A lot of things used to be my Broadway. A lot of people.
Why is Goldust a douchebag?
Hulk Hogan used to be in my Broadway.
Yeah, but now he's in your dreams. Why is Goldust a douchebag? What happened?
Just more MAGA bullshit that just people keep posting on the internet. And I'm just prescribing everybody. See, I'm used prescribe. See what I did there? Prescribing everybody.
Did he do it, though?
I believe so. It was something that he posted that somebody reposted. But it could, who knows? Maybe it's AI. Everything. You never know anymore. Anything can happen. Anything's a reality now.
Well, yeah. See, Alex Pierce is with me. What's wrong with Goldust? Says in the chat.
Oh, boy. Now you sound like Vince McMahon.
I don't think I do. Because if I did, I'd tell like that. No, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Give me.
Oh my God! I saw people post the photos of him with his fucking Pepe Le Pew skunk stripe. Not really shaking the perception there by specifically looking like the world's most favorite rapist.
Well, first off, Pepe Le Pew is a romantic.
Is he?
And he never did the act. He was always trying to seduce.
Oh, okay.
And also very unaware that he was doing it to cats every single time and not fellow skunks.
Right. You're in here. He's a Pepe Le Pew apologist.
No, I'm just justifying the comedic stylings of a cartoon skunk that's not real, unlike Vince McMahon.
Who's very, very real.
I want to see the conversation when they're like, all right, well, we can do a lot of different things with your hair. We can dye it all one color. We could leave a little patch mark, but that's a terrible.
You could just be gray. You could just be gray.
Yeah.
Maybe I feel like he saw like a rerun of The Nanny. And remember Mr. Sheffield had the little gray thing in the front? He was like,
Yeah.
I want that.
You should be a nanny apologist.
But then,
Jesus Christ.
Then they got to do the whole stripe, though.
Talk about AI. Fran Drescher lover over there.
Listen, she was working at a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens.
Yeah, now she's replacing actors with AI. Thanks, Fran.
Well, that's why she's no longer the president. Now we got Samwise Gamgee.
Fran Drescher's weird. Vince McMahon is weird. But what's the weirdest thing of all is the countdown is almost done. We have 4 appearances left of John Cena as an active WWE participant. And then no more jorts, no more specialty clever to cringe t-shirts of various colors. No more cap.
No more cap.
No more headbands used as
armbands.
As an armband. More wristbands.
No more
weird.
No more little sweat towels that he's never used to towel anything ever.
Well, I mean, him and Jeff Hardy are in a very special club.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy needs that little butt bandana.
Look, you're not cool if you have a doily, right? You got to have something though.
Let's see. I'm trying to find if there's like a graphic of his final. Okay, so today is October. So November 10th and 17th. So 2 back-to-back Raws.
Oof.
And then War Games, November 29th.
That's going to be a hodgepodge. That's going to be a last desperate, probably you throw them in their bullshit version of the War Games and go, look, now he's in with a bunch of people, right? So
right.
Also, which is totally unfair because they're going to make him wrestle way too long.
Oh, he's going to be the second one out for sure.
But in their War Games, it's bullshit. Rather than if you ever watch an original War Games match, it's the amount of time, I forget if it's like a 2-minute interval or 3-minute or whatever it is in between each guy. You come in the WWE version, and then they go, all right, and now the match really begins. So now we're going to do another full match that is this length of time.
Right.
Because all the damage done beforehand didn't really count. Like it's not existing or anything and no one has to sell.
So we'll
start over.
So you don't have a problem with like the rules as much as how long they just make them go for. Is that what you're saying?
I have a problem with the presentation of reality.
Right.
Because in original War Games matches, your last guy comes in that's fresh and is usually the one who gets the win because they take out the weakest link at that point.
Sure.
Either it's a manager or someone who's been in there since the beginning, fucks them up, and then match is over within 5 minutes.
Right.
So you're not watching 45 minutes to a fucking hour of
really fucking long.
It's egregious.
Yeah. It's like,
that's what I mean. Like Cena's going to be, I'll do War Games. Wait a second. No, I'm not wrestling that long. That's crazy.
So maybe he'll just decide I'll enter last. Listen, people, you can make them wait for it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And they're like, John, that's when we get garbage cans and tables and other stuff. He's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Aren't we in a cage? Or isn't that good enough?
Hollywood says no.
And then his final date, December 13th, Saturday night's main event from his hometown of, never mind. It'll be in DC.
Yeah. That one, I am pleased to know that I can watch that one because it'll be on Peacock and and NBC. Like there's options to watch that one easily. And that probably will be something where everything will stop that night. I don't know if I'll watch it with someone. But I'm going to make that will be an event. I will watch that from start to finish I don't want spoilers from people. I won't be looking at the Discord unless I'm watching in real time. Like that's a major event.
Right.
With an opponent, TBD.
I was going to say, do you have any hopes for who the opponent would be?
A lot of people were saying it's Gunther, that there's a leaked something out there that's like, it's Gunther, but I don't know. They've treated this other stuff like AJ Styles wasn't supposed to happen, but then I don't know. People sat around and went, I guess people want to see AJ Styles and Cena. We should do that.
Right.
Okay. Have you been thinking about much of this beforehand?
Well, I mean,
pen to paper.
You're describing what feels like the entire problem with his retirement run is that it's like, are you thinking about any of this beforehand? Because it doesn't seem to be the answer is yes.
Yeah, I feel like at the start of this year, it totally did. It felt like they had a lot of stuff in place.
Like the heel turn felt like, shit, we're doing something here. It felt exciting and interesting.
Even the Rumble with Jay, where it's, hey, how do we get him involved with Jay? Like Jay's really hot right now, but something where he can interact with him, but chances are they're not going to fight in the year.
Right.
Two huge baby faces. So
absolutely.
We'll do this. And then we've got Cena being desperate on the way to try and get the title, and the heel turn and all that. And then it just fucking fell apart.
Yeah. It definitely felt like they are more interested in the headline of this is his last thing. This is this is happening. This person versus actually telling a story in any capacity. This might as well just be a John Cena novelty tour at this point. This is fucking no different than Kurt Angle's final thing, where it's like, hey, he's gonna be around. He's gonna team with these guys, and it's kind of like fun. And he's here, and then he's there. We don't.
Yeah, but in no
really
way
matters.
was it told that it was going to be Kurt Angle's last anything.
Oh, I thought that was
up until Mania.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was like, maybe it's just because maybe the people knew, and
we watched how he walked.
Sure. If you
he
call
was a
that
walking parentheses,
you call that walking. I've never seen somebody reach a full stride with his knees bent at all times.
Other than a werewolf.
Sure. Right. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, so it's astounding, right? Like this has everything where you would look at it, and when you're told this a year ago, you go, wow, they can do so much because they know that for an entire year, this is it for John Cena. And that's not to say they certainly didn't have amazing moments with this or letting you know, which was a bit of a double-edged sword, right? Where we're getting Randy Orton and John Cena at Backlash, right? Okay. And they're going, this is the only time they're ever going to wrestle.
Right.
This is the last time. And you go, okay, so no other circumstances throughout the year can mean that they wrestle each other again.
Right. Like
nothing.
And that means instances where someone might win a match that puts them in a like there's no sports
John
here.
Cena has the title.
Right.
If Randy Orton beat him for it, he can't rematch for it, is what you're telling me.
Right.
And if he's in War Games later, Randy Orton can't be in that War Games? Or he
Right.
has to be on his team? It's limiting weird stuff where I get it. You want to put it out on Front Street because you want to let people know, hey, this is never going to happen again. So this is really special. But sometimes you go, well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember, almost a year ago when we did our, what do you expect? I'm struggling to remember the things that we had said. I feel like the landscape was so different by that point. By our varied interests and ability to watch the product, everything has kind of really changed quite a bit
dispersed
since then.
Heavily.
Yeah. And I'm struggling to remember sort of the things that we pitched. And the opponents or, that we might have seen. I don't know that we really got any of them that were somewhat surprising. I think we got sort of what we expected. And again, one last match with Orton,
I think I was surprised
AJ,
with the fact that we got as many of the ones that felt kind of obvious.
Oh, interesting.
I thought they would have done more of the you've seen those. You're not getting those. We're not doing those again.
He's going to wrestle as much of the young roster who he's never wrestled before kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
There's a lot of Logan Paul, which was surprising.
Yeah. Yeah. It did feel like Logan Paul was a big fixture, but that also felt like maybe because they had plans for that other rapper and they sort of just plugged Logan Paul into that, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be. Yeah, he definitely failed. I found my list of stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Of what my moments. We had 5 moments and 5 matches is what we're in hopes for. Did you have it on your phone? That's where I had mine.
It's a good idea. Maybe I wrote it on my phone. I probably would have written it on the sheet, but let's see.
Holy sheet.
Cena.
Holy sheet.
Da.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Did I get any of my matches? I guess certainly things changed in this. All right.
I don't see it.
I don't think I got everything I wanted, Jake.
No?
Going through my sheet. As you're looking
All
here.
right. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna look at my notebook that I have on my desk here. Maybe I wrote it down.
Granted, we have 4 more chances here.
Right. So you're not completely out of the running.
Not completely out of the running, but 4 more chances to get 10 of these things. From the moments categories, I wanted slapped by Kurt Angle for the last shot at the title.
Right.
For Angle to wake him up and get your shit together.
That was a fun one.
A gift from Saint Mick on Christmas.
Okay, listen, that's still a possibility there.
Chelsea Green auditioning to be in the next John Cena movie. And then it was she fucks it up and then Rhea Ripley beats her up. And Cena says she's in the movie. So then we're also rewarded with Hollywood goodness.
Hey, I found it.
Wyatt Six. Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry.
I'll read my moments and then you read yours.
Sure.
Wyatt Six comes out and surrounds Cena, gives a nod. Uncle Howdy holds up the lantern and Cena blows it out. And they all disappear.
Right. We had some crossovers because I wrote
and TNA.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Not to wrestle, but just to be there and to have a holy shit moment.
Let's see. I guess these are my moments. Mine are so poorly. They're just it's just Cena, Flair is what I wrote. So I'm I think I wanted Cena to beat Flair's record. That was on my list. Bring
David Flair out of retirement?
Could be. You know what? Or I wanted him just to fight Charlotte Flair. It really could be any of the things on this list. I clearly wrote a joke. Cena adds a new move. Which, listen, he does it all the time.
He did years ago. It would be up to 7 now.
Shit. The problem is that I wrote him, but then I crossed them out as we were doing them. So I have to read through the little chicken scratch line that I wrote. I was like, well, we did that one. Let's cross that and move on to the next one because clearly I can't keep track. Cena has what match?
This is an old man with a grocery
I think it might have been.
list.
I think I might have said this might be something. It might have been first or something match with newcomers. I think. Oh, first match with newcomer. That's what I wrote. Where somebody debuts again, like KO did on quote main roster debut against John Cena. That was that was like an idea of like somebody, either a new NXT person or somebody that is coming from another company into the company, gets their very first match with John Cena. I thought that could be a fun way to leave a legacy. Not that he's not going to leave a legacy, but like have somebody be able to say, in my first match here, I fought John Cena for the next.
Very Kurt Angle moment.
Sure. Yeah, kind of. Oh yeah. Cena getting involved and telling us what the fuck, or being involved in whatever the Rock, Cody Rhodes, what he gave him moment was.
Oh, just
like
having explained story.
Him being being a catalyst for that in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Which you tagged on about something, and that's what it was like something about like the gift from
St. Mick.
St. Mick, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the matches, I think we had some similarities, but between moments and matches, because I also was like, oh, in Survivor Series, which again, who knows? We might still get it, but I don't know what the hell they're doing. If Wyatt Six is even around, but I was like, oh no, give me like a Dark Cena with Wyatt Six members. Like,
so
let's have him
Dark
play
Cena with them. Daniel Bryan did the onesie,
right? The onesie. I like that overall or a coverall it's technically just a onesie.
It's not overalls. It's
I couldn't
a
remember.
onesie,
I couldn't remember if he was
Michael
in over.
Myers.
Right. He wasn't in a coverall. That's what that's called. Not a.
Yeah.
Right.
He's in a Michael Myers onesie coverall with little footies.
I think Dark Cena should have just maybe been like the NWO Cena from the Firefly match.
Can I say this?
Yeah, you can say whatever it is, you can say it.
What about Joveralls?
How is that different from like, oh, just denim?
It's
They're
denim
coveralls,
but it's also shorts.
They're right. Okay, perfect. And they have giant back pockets that go all the way up the back with a little flag sticking out. Oh shit, that is a 2K whatever year they're on.
That's a community creation.
Right, yeah, that's a community creation just waiting to be made.
I should be fired from that job so abruptly that they bring me in and they're like, we hear you have a lot of ideas. Like, I do. Right. And then I say shit like this and they go, oh my God, get the fuck out of here. And then they, like 3 weeks later, they go, I don't have anything. We're going to use that fucking Joveralls idea.
What about your matches? Did we get any of your matches?
Oh, no. We did not. I had John Cena versus Drew McIntyre. That seemed like an easy layup to do. They didn't do it.
Right.
This one, we supposedly we might get John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio.
Why do you say supposedly? Is that something that they're...
It's been talked about. I've seen it posted, but any of this shit can change. And until they do it.
I guess I was asking, like, was there something in the product that happened, or they crossed paths, or somebody said something?
I've seen graphics and I've seen talked about, like, it may happen. It may happen for the Intercontinental title and so that one could come to fruition. I feel like that's huge because that's so huge for Dominic,
right?
To have that match. John Cena versus Jacob Fatu,
right?
Come on, you gotta. I don't care who's heel and who's the face. Just fucking do it. I wanted R-Truth and John Cena to tag, but turns out we got 2 matches out of the 2 of them.
Right. Which I think interesting. And it was very interesting for the story they were telling that, of course, they have abandoned in all accounts at this point, because now even R-Truth isn't even fucking Ron Killings again. Like he's just back to being a dumb R-Truth character. But yeah,
so I had R-Truth and John Cena versus The Miz and Karrion Kross for the tag team titles.
Okay. I feel like it was a stretch.
Yeah, and I think it worked out for Karrion Kross. Oh, wait.
Ultimately.
Two guys out of that got fired.
I had a match that technically happened, but it doesn't count for me in any capacity because I wrote in full Cena versus Punk in Chicago. So I don't care that it happened. It happened in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, you think Jake? Okay,
what's that?
You need to get a map because Chicago is not in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say that this didn't happen.
Chicago Arabia? Is that what you wrote on there? The deepest of dish pizza?
Instead of Riyadh, it's Chiyad. Because they call it Chi-Town and Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Which didn't really make sense because nobody calls it Chicago. They call it Chicago.
Yeah.
Like chick. You're doing a great job, Chicago. Keep it up. Cena versus Gunther was one that I wrote, which great. If that's the last one, that'll be the only thing that on my list that I think we're really going to get it to the way that I expected. But I also, but it's weird though because it feels less important now because Cena's had his little journey of being a bad guy and being like, oh, sorry, I got carried away. I listened to somebody. I know I've been doing this such a long time.
I would have given him a beer or whatever.
KO. I wanted one last thing with KO to put a little button on the fact that KO debuted against him and beat him.
Well, his neck is too weak to even show up.
And then this definitely shows you what was happening in the product that I gave a shit about a year ago when we did this. I wrote Kofi heel because I was like, hey, you've just turned New Day. This is a huge deal. These perpetual baby faces. This is clearly going to be a massive story that's going to go on for a while as these two are now heels. And I thought Kofi as a heel, let him run with that. Maybe give him a big old heel push. Thought that might be nice.
Oops. And I had one last match here.
All berries. What was your final one?
Oops, all Ceners. I had a Survivor Series match with John Cena as the captain on one team, along with Sheamus, Randy Orton, and the War Raiders versus Braun Breaker as the captain of the other team, Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov, and the Street Profits.
Right. I can't quite remember your reasoning for that, but I remember I enjoyed why you tagged War Raiders on there.
They had a good story coming back. Like they were, right. I was being a little generous to hey, let's not just make it all the major, it's not Punk and it's not this, like not just the fucking Roman Reigns all-stars of everybody.
Right.
Like throw in a couple other guys, let them get the experience, run with a couple of them. They were being showcased at the time. Like Sheamus and Pete Dunne was still interesting. Ilya, he's now just back from injury. I think he won the U.S. title from Sammy. And the Street Profits just need to fucking do stuff. Like,
right.
I don't know what they've done to them, but
again,
I don't know what they did to Cena.
Exactly. Again, the most famous person, who we are spending an entire episode talking about.
So this ultimately comes down to still like Triple H as a booker. He had some time in the beginning. Like he clearly when he had NXT, right? That was a big deal. That was a succinct hour-long show.
One of my favorite wrestling promotion eras of all time.
So it's very simple. And then you're building to just a 2-hour special event.
Five matches or 4 on some of the longer ones. Great.
So again, like very easy to maintain and do. And a lot of ideas can be thrown in there and used over time. Like a great way to showcase booking ability. And then
and make titles feel important, which is what they did. They did a great job of.
And a few of them.
Right.
Because they didn't have a lot of them.
No, yeah.
And then things got bigger.
Yep.
Got more shows.
Yep.
Got overextended. A lot of big things on the plate. Like it's granted, there's a lot of things that are part of the machine that I'm sure he has to cater to, right? Like he has to, he gets handed in his lap like, hey, this fucking one show is now going to be on ESPN. It's our launch thing. Like it has to be whatever you're going to do in December or whatever. Fuck that. That's over. Like Cena Brock now. Oh, okay. I don't really have time to build anything. Doesn't matter. Okay. Maybe he's happy with how he did it. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Things like that just have to occur.
Right.
But seems like there's a lot of loyal fan base, like ticket price, all that kind of shit aside, like politics, yada, yada. There's just parts of the booking where people go, I don't really like this. This isn't great. It still makes sense overall.
Right.
Or if you're overtly doing it feels very DX. Like it feels very shitty. Shawn Michaels has found Jesus again, DX.
Right.
Of over smarmy, and we're happy to take all the money that we can, but we're not really into this.
Right. It's
also winking like, yeah, I guess I'm not a heel anymore.
It's also just like so inauthentic because it's like, yeah, we're anti-establishment. Buy the merchandise on WWEshop.com because
I don't say suck it, but it says it all over my shirt, and I'll sign that check.
I got 2 words for you. You say it.
You say it, cha-ching.
That's, oh shit. 2 words for you, cha-ching. Pretty good. No, yeah, you're right. 100% right. It feels inauthentic and it feels like shit's just sour. Shit is just sour.
It feels like that's how he pitches it to him. Like Triple H will say to Cena, like, yeah, just say like, I'm not a bad guy anymore. Like, who gives a shit? Well, everybody that's been invested for over 20 years that would like that if you went on this journey and you're not going to have The Rock involved to resolve it. You're not going to have, fuck, now I'm forgetting his name. The rapper.
Right. Travis Kelce. Travis
Scott.
Travis Scott. There we go.
If Travis Scott's going to bail on this too, and you're not going to have that resolution, there's still got to be ways to go around and do it. You still have to have something that's not just Cody going like, hey, come on, wake up.
If a TV show, like wrestling is, has an actor who has to leave the show for any reason or gets hurt or whatever, they don't just like go, oh, that person was not here, you guys. Like they write it in, they figure it out, they make it a way to like tell the story in a fulfilling fashion. They don't just go like, never mind.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. You shoot Aisha Tyler through a door and edit her out of 24. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I don't know. Try not to be such a negative Nancy here, but I'm also just very kind of soured by the whole, rigmarole of it all. But I want to be excited for his last match. You bring up a good point, and I'll be able to watch it. I haven't had any interest in watching. Still have not watched a single WWE event since Bummer Slam. And I am a little bit worried that as this gets closer in DC, we're gonna learn about all the fucking the current political leadership that's gonna be in attendance, and I'm just like, I'm worried that I'm gonna be soured to it even on the day, and I'm just gonna be like, I don't give a fuck about these people pretending to fucking fight anymore. But
yeah, that's certainly a possibility on the day. But I also wonder if that makes things too difficult security clearance wise, like if WWE is not equipped for something like that.
Do you think that they're not going to make sure it happens though? Like they're just going to cater to the will of whoever the fucking wants to be there.
Goldberg didn't have time to talk on his Saturday Night's Main Event. So no, I don't think they can format things that well at this point.
Well, let's play a what if.
Okay.
If his final match is Gunther, which I don't think it will be. I'd like it to be, but I'm worried that they're gonna pull in, the I don't know, not that Rock's gonna show up, but I'm worried that it's gonna be like a stunt.
The other 2 guys from Imperium that they're gonna show up.
Right.
Vidi Vici and
but right. So let's say Saturday Night's Main Event last match is Gunther. I would assume he is in the fucking War Games match, Team Cena versus Team Gunther, and they lose that. Like Cena loses that, or maybe he wins. I don't know. I can imagine him winning the last match at Saturday Night's Main Event. I can imagine them not going, out on your back with this. But
I don't know. At this point, it seems like all the old timers that are major stars do win.
Sure. And I guess that's kind of why I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, let's give him the big fun moment on Saturday night's main event. But
you have to after the fucking
right.
ESPN fiasco.
But anyways, what I'm getting at is, let's say those are the teams who's in his Survivor Series War Games match with him.
So if it's to build up like we're getting a Gunther feud.
Yep, and it's going to be Team Gunther versus Team Cena.
A 5-on-5.
It is 5. I couldn't remember if it was 4 or 5.
They've fucked with it over the years, but goddamn it, Survivor Series is 5-on-5.
Does he put Cody in there with him, or is he off doing his own shit in Survivor Series? Like, is it sort of like a hey, here are my friends kind of thing, or here are the baby faces of the company?
Orton, you got to do Orton.
Okay,
I think that's a must. Like that's a. Any vignettes, any things you see, like any interactions, like that's cool because they've been there the same amount of time. You got to do Orton.
I will say, this is the place where you do the, like, hey guys, this is for John. We're going to bring out all of, like, it's going to be the people from his past. It's going to be the hits.
Bling Bling Buchanan?
I don't even know who the fuck that is. Is that Bill Buchanan's bit?
Oh my God, yes.
I was not watching during any of that. But yeah, it can be. I don't think it needs to be the young people who are like the new baby faces. I think it can be, is Miz baby face right now? I could even see Miz being in there.
He's kind of a just forever tweener. It feels
right.
like.
Sure. I mean, is there any world where Edge is involved in this?
People have speculated like crazy.
Yeah.
That it could happen. I don't think, from timing wise, again, just glimpsing at it, it didn't seem like he could make it by November, early December.
Right. This would be November 29th would be War Games.
And I think the tricky part with that is Edge is overshadowing Cena in that scenario.
Yeah, but I think if it's in War Games, I don't know that matters as much. Like, I think that's kind of fun. Like, it is part of it. Like, I don't know.
But if it's Edge, then everyone's going to go, fuck Gunther in Saturday Night's Main Event. Then it needs to be Edge fighting.
Right. I see what you're saying. But I guess if
Cena.
they just
So the
lose,
expectation is like Edge turns on him or does something.
Right. I guess I wouldn't for me, it would just be a like, hey, I called in the big guns. Thanks for coming. Sorry we lost. And then we don't have to hear from Edge again. Like, for me, it wouldn't need to be like.
It was a 1 day hire. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't even get the rights for merchandising or he's not going to be on the game.
No, not at all. Yeah, it
Oops,
would just
all
be.
copes.
Listen, they could fucking cope. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else. There's so many great people who we had feuds with, but I'm like, oh, they're not right anymore for this.
Or alive.
Yeah. But I was going to say even like a Rusev, if he was a bigger baby face right now, I would be okay with that.
You could throw Rusev on the foreign team.
Punk.
Like, sure. It could be, you could approach Rusev and be like, come on, man, you guys have been through it, right? Like, be on the team.
That could be funny.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I will be in War Games. You know what?
I bought a tank. He owes me. So no, I'll be on the other team.
I bought a tank. You know how much insurance is on that fucking tank?
I have a divorce and I rented a tank.
Right.
No way. I'm taking his head.
What about Roman? Would that be strange side by side with Roman?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, me neither.
Like
I said me neither. You said who gives a shit, and my response to that was me neither, as if you said I don't give a shit.
I was implying for everybody, like they don't. I don't think they have a substantial relationship to put them together. Like have Roman do whatever he does. And
I agree.
He can toast him afterwards with a beer or something. That's fine. Other major player. I mean, if it was Ron Killings, that'd be huge. But it's not.
No, I'm gonna say Seth.
He's hurt again.
Oh, is he?
Good for him.
Congratulations.
I see your point on the Miz. I think
Right?
the Miz works, and
yeah.
the same thing with it could be the same thing with Rusev, where he's going like, "I'll be on your team too," and then, "Oh, I'm sorry, I meant I'll be on Gunther's team,
Right.
Because I want this to end now."
Sure.
They're good. You could have a couple of those people that go,
Right.
"No, I still hate you."
Right. You could throw AJ in there too. He's a good person.
That makes
Right.
sense.
We just had the match, so. But yeah, I mean, I think that's what I would do here. If we were like, hey, only 4 left, and there's all these people who they want to see me with in some capacity, and we're not going to do the like everybody comes out and puts him on his shoulders kind of thing at some point. So let's just have all of his buddies come and help him in War
Have
Games.
Jey Uso on his team over Roman,
100% agree. Yeah, absolutely.
and then Punk. Sure, Punk makes sense.
Great. And then do we go with new baddies who he hasn't faced yet, and that's how you get new faces in there, or is this whole
Like
match
Natalya.
just, new baddies? She's a new baddie.
Spinning clothesline.
Spin, stop, clothesline, I think is what you mean to say.
It's like following a dance pad where all the steps are laid out
Right.
on the piece of paper.
But yeah, because I mean, I guess that's the thing, is that if it is Gunther and we're stacking Cena's team with veterans who he's had history with, it would make sense to not do that with Gunther, since Gunther and him don't have a history. So it makes sense if it was like, hey, here's a bunch of guys who you haven't faced yet, and they don't need to be a cohesive unit. If it's like, hey, this is your last shot to punch John Cena in the face before he leaves. Do you want to come do that with me? That's all. I think that's all they need. This could be
Sure.
old school, like we're both heels, so we're friends then. Like it could just be that.
Has Gunther become the Saturday Night's Main Event retirement guy?
Oh,
'Cause you
that's
do it
fun.
Twice.
That's
And-
fun. Oh, I
and
didn't
three
think about
times
that.
3 times it's a gimmick. So
3 times he gets a free sandwich, I think.
from
That's
Mrs.
really
Dad.
fun. I like. Oh, Mrs. Dad should be in Cena's team. It's his favorite wrestler. Oh wait, no,
Yeah. No,
that's
no.
not Kofi. Wait, who is his favorite wrestler?
I
again?
think it's Kofi.
It was Kofi. I was thinking of KO's kid. KO's kid should be in there with him because that's his favorite wrestler. Yeah, KO also. I don't know if he's around or a babyface or heel, but he's also
still hurt.
okay. He would be good for that too. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of current heels who are kind of newer who don't have a history with Cena that could be on his team, because I think that's the way to fill it out.
Yeah, I don't know. And when it comes to
Let's see.
Gunther being the guy, like, I certainly see that. Yeah, you could put it on him if he's the last opponent for him.
Mm.
It does feel like maybe, maybe the perception was wrong all these years of when you retire, you go out on your back.
Right.
Maybe that's, I don't know. I'd love to do a deep dive on this I don't know where I'd find out about this information, but basically is something that we've known in recent years incorrect, where
Right.
if you didn't know, or like it's on the, like, hey, I want your career on the line. Oh, then you go out on your back because it's abrupt and it's fast and you
Right.
don't really know. But if it's overt and you're telling everyone I am retiring, like Sting, like Undertaker, like what Cena's doing,
right.
is that meant to be? Like, did this happen in the days of old where guys would then win
Right.
and they didn't take a championship or anything? It's like, no, they won. Everyone feels good. We're already sad that they're leaving.
Right.
I don't know.
I think it's because in the yesteryear, right, retirements weren't, I don't think, necessarily
Overt?
planned to begin with.
Yeah, you just stopped, right?
Exactly.
Like you probably
yeah.
just
right.
couldn't walk anymore. And it's like,
and
I can't get paid. Shit.
And if in the territory days, you had to work through a story. So if you had a title, you had to get rid of it.
Yeah, you're
whether or not
town.
right,
type of
exactly.
shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That is
TV,
interesting.
the advent of TV, right? Like has changed
Right.
all
This
of
we should add this to the list of episodes that we'll never research. Because
Yeah.
this is a good idea for an episode.
But
I
yeah,
was looking
maybe
at
perception's wrong. Maybe
Right.
this is supposed to be ultimately Cena does win, which also has brought on the speculation of, well, then why did Brock squash him so fast? Oh, then he would fight Brock one more time as I can do it this time. Guys, I can actually beat him.
right.
But is that going to happen in 4 more appearances?
I don't know. Maybe, but if that's the case, it's also a dud of a. I don't know. I again couldn't care less about it. And
I don't know what the ultimate
Too
satisfaction is in that, where there was no story leading to the last one.
right, exactly.
So we don't have this through line of
I showed up.
Brock has been this guy that I can't beat, even though he did beat him a long time ago.
Right. It does kind of feel like Cena's entire last year were the final 10 years of the Taker streak, where it was just like, what's the story in this? I don't know. He showed up and he looked at me. Great. You're fighting John Cena.
It's like a bad career mode in a 2K game where the makers don't watch wrestling, but they just read the Wikipedia and went like, oh, okay.
I get the gist.
Okay, so you play this match, Brock beats you no matter what. What? I can't fucking win? Yeah, you can't fucking win. The hell is this? I turned bad? Cena doesn't turn bad. Like, he was bad in the very beginning, but
right.
what is this? Who programmed all this shit? Yeah, so I don't think Brock quite works for. It's certainly a feel good moment, but I don't think it's an amazing capper. I certainly do feel like Drew could be someone that he beats, and Drew can complain
Right.
on TV about
Cheating.
Right. Everything was against me. Like you were all yelling and making noise, like whatever it is. Drew can carry being beaten by Cena in his last match as a burden.
Right.
And it's more character development for him than say he were to beat him and say like, I was the last guy that beat John Cena. I think he could do more with losing.
But yeah, for that specific character, absolutely.
Braun Breaker.
We never got Breaker.
Benefit
I was
more
just going to say,
winning.
yeah, Braun. Yeah. But again, if the idea is there's only so many slots, Braun is one of those people who like you could put in the cell with him just so we get a moment between the two of them at some point. And even if it is him just beating the shit out of John Cena, it doesn't really matter because if, the whole team is going to win anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a victory over John Cena in some capacity. Because that's how I would book it.
Yeah, because that could be down the line of whatever face or heels anybody is.
Right.
Breaker can say like, yeah, well, you wouldn't have beat him if I hadn't speared him.
Exactly.
Shit
Exactly.
like
Yep. You could put Bronson in there with him if they're still toying around together.
Uh-oh, don't put him in a War Games match. He's going to climb and break his widow ankles.
Gonna split his ankle in 7 pieces.
It's
Did we ever get anything with LA Knight in him?
Unless that was one of the Logan Paul things that I missed.
You might be right. I think he tagged with LA Knight.
I'm going to look that up here.
I can't fucking remember. Nobody knows. No one's paying attention.
Except for people that have endless bags of money.
Listen, I got 2 syllables for you. And 8 feet. Almost. We need to get almost in there with him. Come on now. There's your big spectacle.
Sure. LA Knight was not involved in any matches.
Great. Got it.
Yeah, Logan Paul was too much. Yeah, okay, so Cody and Cena fought McIntyre and Logan Paul. Come on.
Right. Yeah,
less than 8 minutes. Come on.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting. They like to use the phrase landscape in WWE. It's an interesting landscape in the roster right now for like what, and also like you said, 4 appearances and 3 of them are 1 month. Right? It's just 2 back-to-back Raws that seem to just set up War Games. That's really all they're doing with those appearances. So any matches
could be a TV match on the night, right? Like it could be one of those things, and you go, yeah, but like what we saw with Sami Zayn, where they're having a match, but then Brock came out and destroyed him.
Exactly. It's all about what happens outside of that match that evening. Yeah.
Speculate or not speculation, but there was talk on Cornette's podcast that I thought was a really interesting point of view on that type of match, right? Where it's a year. If you're Sami Zayn and you're going, wait a minute, holy shit, I have to have a exciting enough match and make it seem like this is going to have a finish and everything, but I have to take care of him and not do anything crazy, because if I do something to get him hurt, I'm so fucked.
Right. Absolutely.
What a horrible position to be in, because it's not something that propels you where it's like, oh, you're the heel that took him out. Like, no, I'm the fellow babyface that we're having a competitive matchup. And then I accidentally kicked his jaw out of place. Ugh.
Whoopsie.
Hey, you get to be in the ring with Cena. No, I don't want to. Why not?
Yeah.
No, thanks. I work too stiff.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels to me like the air has been let out of this fucking balloon a little bit, and with just 4 left, like they have
You're
a
desperately
massive
trying to reinflate it.
They have a massive uphill battle to fucking reinflate this thing and to make it feel like not just the advertising being it's John Cena's last match, but it's John Cena versus somebody because it fucking matters. Not it's John Cena's last match. And I think right now that's all it is.
Perth with AJ Styles, where it's, hey, this is the last time you're ever going to see these two again. You know, AJ's kind of winding it down too, but
right,
you didn't expect this, and you're going to get it.
Right.
And it's not the Punk Saudi thing where you go, you're unhappy about the setting, but you're just happy that you're getting this. They did that one right because it felt isolated.
Right.
From everything else.
It felt like a non-TV show too, non-televised.
Yes.
Like a match. Like it was fun. They did everybody's finishing moves ever that they've ever faced. And none of them work.
Right.
No finishing moves.
That's not your signature move, bitch. Don't do that.
No, it's not signatures. It's finishers. There's a distinction in the video games. There's a distinction in real life. Okay.
Yeah, but to them, it would be a signature because they've never finished anyone with it.
That's fair.
I overall for the
and it's
for knowing for the year, this is a fucking miss.
That should have been our cold open right there. Yeah.
Maybe all this time doesn't help. Right? With the biggest guy that there is, and maybe this is just a horrible way of doing it that everyone will go, don't ever fucking book a wrestler's year and out in the open again.
Yeah, or commit to what you do book. But also that's hard to do in this industry. So maybe lesson learned, you know, I don't know. It's tough. I definitely feel like the heel turn excitement very quickly became what we used to grow to expect to what we used to grow to. Oh boy, Tamina. What we've grown to expect from wrestling, but like from a few years back when we just assumed that nothing mattered, and then we got fooled into thinking things were getting better, which is why I tried to phrase it that way by saying we used to expect stuff. But yeah, now it's kind of just that. It's like, yeah, what's going to happen? Who knows? Nothing matters.
Who knows?
For all we know,
we want it to matter though.
For all we know, his last match is like, hey, it's my last match, and it's a battle royal against all these people that you want to see him with, and he's going to throw everybody out. We're all going to go, you're the best wrestler of all time. It's a GOAT match.
I think it's almost impossible to fuck up his last match.
I mean, that's not what if it's a Brock squash? You think that's not fucked up?
He squashes Brock?
No, that Brock squashes him. That's fuck up, in my opinion.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have so many people at their disposal. They have so many people that they could throw a shit ton of cash and go, we're going to make this happen no matter what. Like we're going to make Stone Cold tag with him.
We get it. You want Chris Jericho back. We get it. You love Chris Jericho.
Like whatever that is, like
right.
They have the money to make so many things happen that they want to.
Right.
chances are it's going to be far more simple than that. It's going to be someone that is actively on their roster that is healthy enough to have a match with John Cena.
Yeah.
And
Carmelo
knowing
Hayes.
that they have so many fucking packages that are already produced and ready to go of like his debut is this OVW footage. Oh, his first title win, like all the stuff we've all seen over and over again. They'll have it presented in a nice way. They'll have a music video set up that we'll cry to. They ideally have learned their lesson from what they did with Goldberg and go, okay, so we're going to have one less match and we're going to make sure that there's time for Cena to talk for at least 6 minutes post match.
You know, I don't know. I kind of think that the difference is that John Cena's been talking for a year. And so I'm not saying they won't do that, but I could see them not scheduling that in and leaving that for the off air, whatever. You know, for the live crowd stuff, the way that
you realize that wasn't supposed to happen with Goldberg. That was they totally fucked up.
Oh no, that I didn't know. I thought
like Goldberg was supposed to have time to talk on air.
Got it. Didn't know that.
For the guy that doesn't talk that much to the people, but it was still like a nope. That's not what was supposed to happen. So I think with Cena and everyone involved, like that will happen. They will correct that. But what I'm saying is like, no matter who it is, it's a layup because that night's going to have so much sentimentality going towards Cena.
Right.
That it's seemingly impossible to fuck it up. Everything leading up to it, clearly they've done a lot of fucking up.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But those people that have when the night's over and they go, oh my God, that was fucking $3,000 to watch this bullshit. Oh, it's over. And then I have to buy $150 worth of fucking merch for my kid on the way out the door. Oh God. And then I got tipped the valet. Oh shit.
Yeah. Well,
so I think it'll be a really special ending, and they're gonna harp on that ending forever and go, don't remember WrestleMania last year. None of that. This night and everything before this year was super special, and it's ending. But oh fuck, don't show any WrestleMania this year. Don't do any of that.
Yeah. Cut to 2027 Saudi Arabia. Coming out of retirement.
John Cena and Vince McMahon.
Yeah, right.
This is Shane McMahon and Nikki
Bad Bunny.
Bella.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. We did it.
We want to know from you, the listener. Please call us. Call the hotline. Okay, I want to hear from listeners. Call the hotline 747-666-5606. What have been the highlights? What have been the lowlights? What do you think of Cena's year? What do you think in the appearances to come? Who will be his finals opponent? Let us know all that stuff. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Are we being negative Nancy's? Or are we being positive Peters?
Or are we being
middle of the road Melvins?
Okay, sure. I'll take it. I was gonna
Purgatory Percy's.
I was gonna try to find something with diplomatic, because I feel like that's the definition of the two, like diplomatic Daves.
Diplomatic Donovans.
Diplomatic Dominics. Alrighty. Yeah, you can send your call. You can send your calls. You can call the hotline, like Scott said, or you can send voice memos to hotline at pwpalskis.com. And once again, of course, PWP champion Tony Griggs will defend that title. Is it next week or is it the week after? In 2 weeks, he will defend that title for November. So head on over to patreon.com/pwpalskis.com. Just see,
Are you sure?
I threw an extra .com on the end there just for safety. You never know.
Double the .coms.
Double the .coms. If the .com bubble is going to blow. Scott, we have to thank our current Patreon Palskis.
Sure. All you .coms out there, thank you for your current patronage.
.com.
Adrian Avina, Alex Pierce, Alice Rader, Andrea Beeler, Gilbert Short, Mass Lama, Michael Beltran, Mike Lucas, Strong Style, Suicide, Tim Bemis, Tim Redbeard, Tom Hader, and the current PWP champ, Tony Griggs.
Thanks to each and every one of you for continued support of this program. Should not, would not, could not do it without you. Anything else, Scotty boy?
I think, Jake, that you could be in that War Games match. You've trained. You're basically a Hardy Boy in way better physical condition than those two are at this point.
I woke up at 5 a.m. 3 days ago with a cramp in my right calf that was so excruciating. It still hurts. That was 3 days ago.
Like I said, you're in better physical condition than both Matt and Jeff Hardy.
I don't know about that. Didn't they just do a crazy thing with the Dudleys? They were jumping off of shit. I couldn't even climb that ladder, let alone jump off it.
Like I said, I think you're in better physical condition
Alrighty.
than Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys.
Clearly that should be part of our watch along because I need to watch something that you're talking about. We did it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Always a blast hanging out with you, the Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Dragon Wagon.